She's wearing the boots and the gauntlets. Wait, she's wearing the non-superior one?
Let's get going then.
What's wrong with you? I want her to get her a guard shield and and upgrade it and have her use the guard shield. That would be music. Oh, there's 2 moons. I didn't know that. You guys missed a really good scene before. I was in Whiterun, and I was heading towards Dragon's Reach, and one of the moons was right behind Dragon's Reach. Looked pretty badass. I took a picture, but I was afraid. I was going to take a screenshot, but I was afraid the game would have crashed. Which, you know, to bring that up, ever since I used that 4 gig fix, and I did make one change to the sound. Oh god. Oh, okay.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous.
Those bears are making...
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Anything you could tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
What type of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
They're shut-ins. They play video games. And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I could do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you.
I mean, if I get paid for
Take this
it.
bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to.
Alright, what's here?
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Oh, that's cool. Because my speech is high. Ooh, I can take his shield. Armor on it sucks, though.
Mind yourself.
What?
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
You should be able to brew ales. These guys seriously need better arrows. Alright, what is this place called? Just for future reference. Ivarstead. Ivarstead. Yeah, good. Alright, does this place have a area I could sell? Biatch. Time is it? Yeah, if they do, they're closed. So let's take a nappy time. It's time to go to Sleepy Town. I'll be the Dovahkiin of Sleepy Town.
My daughter's driving me crazy. so forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
Yeah, that's nice. Anything you can tell me about the High Hrothgar?
They call it the path to the monastery to 7,000 steps. Can you imagine? I'm not certain if I could even make it to the top without collapsing from exhaustion. They call it
Alright.
path to the monastery to 7,000
Those
steps.
bears are making Miss Timba so
Can you
angry.
imagine?
I hope you can do something about
Get
them.
out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
How do you pick stuff up without picking it up? Hey.
If you fancy a bit of music, let me know.
What do you
I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold.
Merely 5 gold. I usually pay twice that to hear you play.
That's so sweet of you. I'll tell you what. I'll play a special song just for you, for no charge at all.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Do it. I want to hear it. Ah, creepies. Wide arm? Yee. I don't know if we can steal the loot while she's playing it. Hey!
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I don't really like how they did the copy paste on some of the ends.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I wish she sang, damn it. Supposed to be a bard, supposed to sing. I want to hear a song. Sing for me. I want to get the gold star room. With maid service and everything. Don't know if they have that in Skyrim. Oh my god! Are you okay? Holy hell! I'll get the people who did this to you. Those bastards. You had such a gift. Wow, that's a skill. She's giving me that knowing eye too. Yeah, I know.
What are you doing that for?
It's alright. Hey, you know what? You're the one that left the pot on the floor. Don't be giving me any crap.
Those bears are making Miss Timba so angry. I hope you can do something about them.
Yeah, those bears are bad news. Ah? Yeah? Ah? Yeah, bet. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna guess this isn't like a real town. This is more like a shithole. Oh. What's in here?
Is that one of the old ruins?
Oh, eh. We'll come back here later. If we don't lock up. Alright, there we go. Philstar Farm. Not to be confused with Hillshire Farm.
Mind yourself.
They sell delicious little cheeses and sausages in tiny little packages. Yeah, this isn't like a real town. Get out of my way, punk. Why does this town even need guards? They don't have anything worth anything, really. Yeah. Your town sucks. Oh, damn it. Ah! She's like, damn it, I just ran over here. What's up, Hobo?
Raider, Raider. You live among the clouds now, dear Raider.
Those are some banging mutton chops, my friend. Salute. Oh man, is this all you've got now? Well, now you don't have anything. What? Now throw your cup in the river. What about that? What the? Alright. Heard a bear. Oh well. Time to take these 10,000 steps. Emblem 1. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all mundas. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. Okay. I hope you guys are counting the steps. There's going to be a quiz to see if there really is 7,000 steps. Or 5,000 steps, or... Hey. Whoa! Cave bear. Whoop. What the? Oh, well, I'm stuck. Now, hold on. Shove these arrows up your ass. Right in the boomer. Now you are dead. I use gas to arrows, that's fine. Cave bear pelt. Wow, that's actually worth some money. Yeah, sure, I'll take this. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of worthless because she's like, the hell? Anyway, yeah. Because without her, it's a real pain in the ass. It's a shitload of kiting. Especially since stealth is so busted. Almost like I should just take off all my clothes in real life and stealth.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Where do you think I'm going? To 7-Eleven? Shit.
Aye.
Did you hear the Greybeards call Davakin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
I
was taking a drink and got choked up a little bit. It was so good. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. In a world where dragons speak and men have no voice, one man would become Dovahkiin. Yeah, I probably should not quit my day job. I'll just keep doing my day job and coming home and we'll play out. What the hell? Oh, that's no bueno. Well, at least he's only the one. I was gonna say, and cue a second. Sorry, Lydia. Did not mean to shoot you with that arrow. I wonder how long it's going to take me not to suck at doing that. That should have been a pretty decent soul. Yeah, I'll grab the troll fat, why not? Yummy! Good thing the trolls have the convenient bowls with them to carry their fat in. I'm so glad they do that. It's very thoughtful of them. Thank you, trolls. And the guy's like, oh, look out for wolves. Yeah, he didn't mention. Didn't mention effing frost trolls. Those are a little bit higher up the old ass beating scale. Whoa! What the fuck? God damn, where the hell was my bitch? Yeah, I think, is stealth just not work anymore? I think it's because these are triggered or something, I don't know. Nope, not that. Bear, no! No, I'm taking your shit now. Jerk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting the light armor perks now. I mean, there's just no option. Because even with my health, I mean, I'm dying immediately. And you'll notice too, unless I'm just crazy, and that's, you know, possible, that even though I was stealthed and hit him, I did not see the 3 times damage on that. I've noticed that a few times. Oh, hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What do they need gold for, really? Come on. Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons in their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. And also their bodies and skulls and brain pans. Well, I mean, if nothing else, I'm getting a few soul gems. I guess that's cool. Need a damn escalator up in here. This place looks cool as hell, though. No, pun intended there. Let's wait for her. I mean, some of the light armor perks are pretty nice, and some of them look like they might play into stealth. Like there's one that says light armor. The hell? One light armor does not cost any, or does not weigh anything. Hello.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the Greybeard's called Dovahkiin?
I was just outside Ivarstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Yeah, okay.
Good day.
Yeah. No, it's not what I did. Oh, well. This is that book that I picked up from that ridiculous cult guy. The following account is true. May it serve as a warning to those whose ears to hear and hearts to know, with ears to hear and hearts to know. On a certain day, at a certain time, the faithful gathered to perform certain rituals, hoping to gain a glimpse of their master. The day was correct, the summoning true. Slashing a smoking tear through the veil, she, her very self, appeared before them, terrible and resplendent. She came arrayed in ebony darker than a moonless night, wielding a blade burning hotter than the surface of the sun. And though she wore the guise of Dunmer warrior queen, she towered above them like a statue carved from the red mountain itself. Why have you disturbed me? Surprised the first among them prayed. O Bethia, Prince of Plots, Deceiver of Nations, Queen of Shadows, Goddess of Destruction, we come to worship thee. She looked down upon her followers, gathered to bear witness. Frowning, she asked the first, Tell me, you who profess to know me, how shall I know you? Afeard, he exclaimed. Each night I pray to thee, each night I call out thy wondrous names. Surely thou must recognize the sound of my voice, thou must, thy most devoted of believers. She frowned and let out a long sigh, and then of a sudden he was gone, the air from her lungs dispersing him. Turning to the second, she asked, "And you, how shall I measure the worth of your existence?" Stunned by the power of her voice, he bowed before her darkening visage. She clapped her hands, and he too was gone. To the third, "And you, tell me, how shall I know you apart from such as were they, of whom there is no trace?" Shaken and speechless from the nullifications of his brethren, he whispered, "Have mercy upon us." She blinked twice. Once he was in agony, twice he was destroyed. She cast a withering glance across those remaining and said, "I do not grant mercy." And so it was with the others. She's putting them to proof. They offered none. Finally she came to me, eyes aglow with anger, tongue wet with hate, and said, "Of all my believers, but two remain. Tell me, second to last, with what shall you prove your existence?" Without hesitation, I drew forth my blade and buried it in the chest of the other, who stood beside me, and without fear I replied, "Ask him who blood now spouts from my blade if I exist." She smiled, and the gates of oblivion opened between her teeth. Then she said, "Tell me, now last of my followers, why do you remain while the others do not?" I retrieved my blade and offered it up, saying, "I am alive because that one is dead. I exist because I have the will to do so, and I shall remain as long as there are signs of my handiwork, such as the blood dripping from the blade." Accepting my gift, she nodded and said, "Indeed. If in the reading your blood boils in your veins, and your mind blazes with fire, then Bothea calls you. If it is then most wise to heed her call, find her on the mount which overlooks Windhelm. Meet us there and be tested." Interesting story time. Alright, let's go back into careful mode. Relatively careful mode. Let her catch up a bit. This looks promising. Ish? No? Okay. Just thought it was a cave. Very cave-ish. Huh? It's a weird texture. Oh shit. Again, I don't think I got triple damage. I didn't even know where he came from. I just heard, I could hear him. And I was like, what the hell is that noise? And he just kind of popped out. But again, I don't think I got the triple damage, even though I was concealed. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Aldean out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifice were manyfold. I don't know what they're meditating on. I mean, it really is not that much to think about. But they are a simple people. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, oop, oop, easy. I was like, shit, someone's attacking. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, no going that way. Damn, do we go all the way to the top? Push it to the limit. Wait. Are we going back down or... See, go off the path. And you get lost. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world.